It is Beer 30 here on a Friday. I'm in the Chat Sports studios with Marshall, with Jeffrey, having myself a cold one. Thought I'd give you guys the opportunity to win $25. Predict the score correctly. We put on a video a couple days ago, so we're going to take all comers, predict the score. First person to do it on this video, $25 to the first person. You've got to put the winner and the score, no editing your comments, and it's got to be in, of course, before kickoff tomorrow, noon Eastern, in the Big House. So go down, correctly predict the score. You got $25 from me to you. We have got some big-time injury news, and a position change coming up on the Michigan Football Report right now. It was 3 years ago, the last time these two teams met up. Michigan, obviously, as you see on screen below me, absolutely destroyed Western Michigan. The Western Michigan Broncos 49-3. They made the trek over from Kalamazoo to Ann Arbor and went home with their tails between their legs. So that was the last time these two teams met. And it's a 16.5-point spread tomorrow in the Big House. And we are starting off today's show with a huge piece of information for you. Can confirm starting offensive lineman Zak Zinter is out tomorrow against Western Michigan. Now, I don't think it's a serious injury from all the sources we're talking to this afternoon, trying to get the scoop and the word on tomorrow's game. And I hinted at this a couple days ago, so if you've been paying attention, this isn't news to you that starting offensive lineman was likely to miss the game. Wasn't really sure who it was. This gave it away for me, though, yesterday. Take a look at this picture. You've got the first team offensive, one-on-ones, the team going through a scrimmage, getting ready for the game, tweeted out by the Michigan football Twitter account, and you see the numbers there. If you go through the guys, you've got Trevor Keegan, you've got Andrew Stuber, you've got Ryan Hayes, etc. You've got Andrew Vastardis, but who is that right there at right guard? It is Chuck Filiaga. So did Michigan confirm this offensive lineman injury on Twitter? I guess they gave it away. I don't know if there was some miscommunication between their outdated and rather mediocre media relations team and the social media team on, hey, we don't want to give injury away, etc. But somebody with the Twitter account took the photo, put it out. Nevertheless, Zak Zinter will not play tomorrow. Chuck Filiaga, which I think is a fifth-year player. He's been around forever. You know Chuck Filiaga, big-time recruit, hasn't done a ton at Michigan, a few starts, but he will start at right tackle. Chuck Filiaga, your next man up. So you kind of heard who the starting offensive lineman will be for Michigan tomorrow. Here's the matchup, though. The spread's changed a little bit from our last show. The over-under was 67. Now it's 66.5. Michigan was a 17-point favorite, folks. Now, only a 16.5-point favorite, which is almost what Ohio State was on the road yesterday against a Big Ten opponent in Minnesota. I think that one ended up being a 13.5, 14 at game time. So I think Michigan's going to handle Western Michigan. You're a little more confident than I am about what we're getting out of this team, 16.5-point favorite, but you can go get started with our sportsbook partner, BetUS. So you see the promo on the bottom of the screen. It's chatsports.com/GoBlue, promo code GoBlue, 125% deposit bonus. So don't go into these games and put down money with your local bookie. He might skip town, et cetera, and just get dollar in, dollar out. Get the 125% deposit bonus. Use that promo code, but most importantly, chatsports.com/GoBlue. It'll redirect you to BetUS and kind of track where you came from, so it'll make sure you get that 125% deposit bonus. Put down your credit card, debit card, get the bonus using promo code GoBlue, and make sure if you lose a couple bets, you're not blowing your whole bankroll. Chatsports.com/GoBlue, promo code GoBlue. Another big story, and this isn't, if you saw earlier, I teased it on Twitter, I teased it on this here YouTube channel on the community tab that Michigan's going to have a new starting safety tomorrow, and it's not going to be Daxton Hill. Brad Hawkins and R.J. Moten, the redshirt freshman, will be your starting safety tomorrow. That's our story number 2A on the show. 2B, Dax Hill still in the starting lineup, but he is going to be actually at cornerback. Now, I think it's uncertain, just based on what we're going to see from this Western Michigan offense. They're probably going to throw a little more than pass. So I think how we'll see it is tomorrow at least. Dax Hill is going to be playing a corner role, going to be playing, sometimes lining up on Western's best wide receiver. But Michigan will play three safeties: Daxton Hill, R.J. Moten, and Brad Hawkins, and two cornerbacks, Jimon Green, and likely DJ Turner seems to be the other guy. And whichever one of those guys matches up the best. But Daxton Hill will be a cornerback, either the number 1, number 2, or nickel. We'll see where it goes. And if you watch the show again, folks, I mean, if you want information on this program, there's really one place to go, at least for free on the internet. It's this show. I told you a couple weeks ago, I told you again, I think earlier this week, that this is looking likely. I said, if you have 3 cornerbacks, you don't have 2 after Jim Harbaugh said, oh, we've got 3 guys who could be starter, Gemon Green, Vincent Gray, and DJ Turner. I'm like, yeah, you really don't. And I think this is going to prove it. So Daxton Hill will be in the lineup tomorrow. He's not going to be at the safety position where you've known him in the last 2 seasons. He will be your starting cornerback in some capacity. On offense, expect a heavy running attack tomorrow. The Michigan offensive staff, Josh Gattis, Mike Hart now, of course, and some others. You got a new co-offensive coordinator in Sharon Moore. You've got Weiss, the new quarterbacks coach / like almost it seems like an associate head coach. He's I think he's having more impact on the overall strategy of the team than he is necessarily with the quarterback position itself. Working with Jim Harbaugh a lot on the strategy of this offense. I don't think Jim Harbaugh has much faith in Josh Gattis. I've said it for weeks now. Do not be surprised, whether it's officially announced or not, if Michigan struggles the first 5 games, with the 5th game being against Washington, if they are not at least a very competent offense that you can trust, if Josh Gattis doesn't get demoted or all out fired, if he got demoted, I bet it wouldn't be publicly disclosed until the end of the season. The quarterbacks coach, I think even Mike Hart, Sharon Moore, I think there's a lot of cooks in the kitchen, and Josh Gattis, frankly, is the cook that has proven the least in a lot of ways. So expect a heavy running attack tomorrow. Cade McNamara throwing the ball is unproven. Michigan's got some talented wide receivers here and there, but running attack is where we'll go. Hopefully Hassan Haskins, in my opinion, gets the most carries, at least 15, 16 carries. But I'm going to ask you guys this question. These 3 guys will be your running back rotation this whole season. I don't think there's anybody else that's even in consideration. There's another true freshman, but he's not going to get too many carries this year. Who's going to lead this team in rushing yards tomorrow? In the Big House, 12 Eastern on ESPN. If you're there, you got, I'm sure, the Big House shirt. I'm wearing this bad boy. I love this shirt, even though no one knows outside of the state of Michigan what the hell it is. It's like, what is that yellow blob on your shirt? What are these little guys? I'm like, guys, that's the banner. These are the guys running across the field. Nevertheless, type HH, type BC, or type DE down in the comments. Just put their initials. I want to kind of take a pulse from you guys. We'll talk. I'll jump down in the comments probably and let you know where I think. I obviously think it's going to be Hassan Haskins, but I'll respond to some of you guys if you give me reasons why you think it's HH, BC, or DE. Some interesting news out of the ticketing department. Michigan sold, final number, 85,154 season tickets for this season, which, given Corona last year, given a 2-4 disastrous out of nowhere season, that's pretty damn impressive, right? 18,000 student season tickets. So I don't know what, roughly half of the enrolled students bought season tickets for this season. And then 67,000 went to non-student tickets, alumni, fans, just general season tickets. Majority of those people have had them for years. But nevertheless, expect a full Big House tomorrow. I expect the attendance to be no less than 108, 110,000. I think the attendance was at 107,501 still. But next week against Washington, you might see that up there to 113, 114,000. But tomorrow, I'm going to do a prediction. Actually, I'll throw in a random question. Make a prediction tomorrow. You guys know they announce it in the third quarter. I'm going to go 110, 411. That's my number tomorrow. 110, 411,000 at Michigan Stadium will be the biggest crowd watching a football game anywhere in the country tomorrow and this weekend. Ohio State, though, bunch of schmucks, right? These fans are a bunch of schmucks. 42,000 season tickets sold to the general public. They didn't reveal the number for students, and maybe that'll get them closer to Michigan's 86,000 or 85,000, whatever it was. But you'd have to sell more tickets to students than the general public to even get within striking distance to Michigan's 85,000 plus. So when Ohio State student numbers are released, if they ever are, it's probably in the same vicinity, 18, 20,000, maybe 22, 23,000, because Ohio State's student population is considerably bigger than Michigan's, but that only is going to put them at 60, 65,000, way below Michigan's 85,000. So Michigan beats Ohio State, at least in fan involvement, thanks to you, thanks to me, thanks to all the great Michigan fans. If you love the program, despite maybe the results we'll see in the field this year, go down and type Go Blue. There are quite a few Ohio State fans, if you've seen in the comments, who watch the show, keep their pulse on this program, and make sure you're letting your allegiances, affiliations know that you're a Michigan fan. Type Go Blue. Let all those Buckeyes fans know that, hey, we might not be beating them in the field right now, but certainly are beating them in just love for the team. Type Go Blue in the comments. And thanks to Magic Spoon. You should have seen us talking about Magic Spoon if you watched previous episodes of the show all summer. We love Magic Spoon cereal here at Chat Sports. It is high in protein, folks. It is low in carbs. There is no sugar, which is the craziest part about it because how sweet and delicious it is. I've got the chocolate ones. I tossed them on the screen there. I've got these, the blueberry, the cinnamon. It tastes like the cereals you ate as a little kid. This is my favorite right here. Yeah, the cocoa. It tastes like Cocoa Puffs or Cocoa Pebbles. They've got frosted. They've got a fruity one that tastes just like Fruity Pebbles. Those last ones taste like frosted flakes. It is phenomenal. Peanut butter, all kinds of flavors. MagicSpoon.com/GoBlue. No sugar, healthy for you. Get $5 off. Don't be a schmuck with a cereal belly, almost like a beer belly. Get Magic Spoon cereal, MagicSpoon.com/GoBlue. All right. No Wi-Fi at Michigan Stadium again. It is 2020, folks. 2020. That was last year. We missed a season. It's 2021, okay? It's 2021. I personally have been talking about this for 3 years on this show, and still we come into another season with no Wi-Fi at Michigan Stadium. And frankly, Michigan, the football team, the football players, anyone going to the stadium, any alumni, anyone who takes a paycheck from that school, and hell, the decision makers in the athletic department, boosters, regents, etc. Get some damn Wi-Fi in the stadium. It is absolutely absurd that you go to a game and you sit there and your phone just spins all day and you can't get any fucking scores from any other game. It's ridiculous. I'm so sick of it. I'm not going to games this year because I'm so sick of going to this fucking stadium and not being able to figure out what's going on in the world. It's unacceptable, okay? Get Wi-Fi or you're going to hear from me, okay? Believe me, in Michigan, you're going to hear from me. I can't even comprehend. Like, you go to a hostel for $12 a night in Afghanistan right now. They have Wi-Fi, and Michigan Stadium can't have Wi-Fi. It's absolutely absurd. The biggest stadium in the country. You call yourselves the leaders and best. You have no fucking Wi-Fi. If they don't get Wi-Fi by next year, something's going to happen. Believe me, I'm going to just lose my damn mind. Thank you for sticking with me on that rant. Nevertheless, producer, cut that one after. We'll put that on Twitter if we can. One more time, though, predict the score of this game. I'm going to pin this comment below the video, so make sure you go down and predict your score, $25 to the first one who predicts it. You might get hit with the YouTube ad break here, so if you do, just scroll on down. You're putting yourself to work, and you can win $25 if you predict the score correctly. All right, I've calmed down a little bit. Producer in my ear like, James, you're only allowed 4 F-bombs per show. That's been like 6. I'm like, fuck, okay, cool. So I just said it again. 7 there. So a little flashback Friday. We had a couple nice news items there to lead the show. Daxton Hill, Zak Zinter. I don't think it's going to affect the game plan and strategy tomorrow too much. But some interesting things, just looking back down memory lane here. Last time Michigan, 2004 Big Ten champs. As crazy as it sounds, the last time Michigan won a Big Ten championship outright, 2004. They were just 4. Season started on September 4th. Seems like a good omen to me, folks. Seems like a good omen to me. September 4th leads to Big Ten championships. If you recall, Chad Henne, true freshman, got the start that day and led Michigan to a 43-10 victory. How about this one? Northern Colorado. They are playing Colorado tonight. I just tweeted out before we're filming the show, 38-point underdogs. Northern Colorado is to Colorado on the road. It's on Pac-12 Network if you get that. Starting backfield, Dylan McCaffrey, Michigan legend, kind of, just joking there. And True Wilson was at Michigan for 4 years as a walk-on. Got all kinds of playing time, though. One of the great pass-blocking running backs. He's their starting running back. He sat out all last year as a 5th year and came back for a 6th year to get one more crack at it with his boy, Dylan McCaffrey. So a Michigan-flavored backfield. I mean, if they offered a money line, I would put like at least $10 on it to have them win outright. Just a little nostalgia because, if Michigan, how about this? If Michigan was playing Colorado tomorrow and McCaffrey and True Wilson were the starting backfield for Michigan, I think Michigan could win that game. So why can't Northern Colorado, right? Obviously lesser talent around them, nevertheless. But how about this one? Talk about a blast in the past. KAREEM Walker is still in college, and not to mention that, his 4th school, his 6th season as a college football player, and he is a starting running back for a Division I FBS school, the same division Michigan's in, group of 5 with a Sun Belt Conference, South Alabama starting running back. So that is a wild one. Keep an eye out for that one. Take a look at his stats when they play on Saturday. And if you haven't yet, follow me on Twitter. I'm going to be tweeting out all through the game tomorrow. And then we will have an instant Michigan football, instant reaction show the moment the game's over. It'll probably take about 10 minutes to film, and it'll be on YouTube. So make sure to subscribe and hit those notifications so you get an alert on that show as soon as we go live. Go to the comments, predict the score. Enjoy the game tomorrow. Till then, go Blue.